All right, everyone, here we go with the second half of June 2024. Straight up energy reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, all right? What is the second half of June about? I said in a recent video, it's crammed with energy. It is. I think my pre-shuffle kind of sums it up quite a bit. I've got an Ace of Pentacles there. In the deck I'm going to use to clarify, by the way, randomly at the bottom is an Ace of Pentacles. It's everywhere. This is, we call it around here Grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. It's a very slow energy. Yeah, it is a solid new beginning, but it's a very slow energy. And it's been very slow, crossed by the Hermit. It's been taking its time. It's a perfect read on the Hermit in the sense of it's a true Hermit. It's a hermiting energy. Things that you thought you might have missed out on, right? Just in this energy, turn around. It's the World card. They just show up. Again, there it is. They show up fast with an Ace of Wands. And again, as we move through the pre-shuffle, things that weren't happening, right? The Four of Swords, I got a void energy there. You think you should just maybe give up and walk away. Right when you're about to give up and walk away, here comes the Burger King. Or a DM of some kind in part of this cycle. Some kind of soul energy comes towards you. Just when you're about to walk away. Just when you're about to say, that's it. Well, nothing's ever going to, that's it. You know, I got two separate pre-shuffles in one there. They both say basically the same thing. The second half of June 2024 is about things just out of nowhere kind of turning around. It's a bit of that energy I talked about with Jupiter and Gemini where there's last minute saves. Now, does this mean, just to clear it up for the people who take me way too fucking literally, does this mean that the Burger King, the person that ran away from you, is coming back? Maybe. But the same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways. Either way, it's a good thing. It's a cool thing, right? Something last minute saves kind of rolling in. It's nice. So let's see. Let's shuffle the deck. I will tell you it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. That was just the pre-shuffle, just the surface energy. But that's kind of, it jives perfectly. The surface energy always does jive with the basic theme of the energy. Reading may or may not resonate with you, but if you're here for a reason. It could just be one thing I say that helps you out. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. You just have to catch my drift. That's all. It's timeless. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, so, you know, may be near future influence for you, for all I know. Could be past influence for a few of you. Could already be in the middle of this. All right? Let's go. First card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we... Okay. Whoa. Cards are getting fussy today. Why the fuck are we here? Nine of Pentacles. Well, in relation to an incoming energy here, I've got somebody that is feeling free. It's a bit of a douche commercial energy, you know, where somebody running down the beach in a flowy dress kind of thing. I don't know. It's a bit of that. It's a bit of summer's eve kind of thing. Somebody just all of a sudden, somebody's free spirit is popping out. Someone attached to you. Is it the runner? I don't know. Might be. It's someone you have a soul connection with. Okay? Someone around you. My guess, whoever this is for you, a new soulmate holding on to feelings, a long-lost runner, somebody you don't even realize you have a soul connection with, is somebody who's not usually behaving a free spirit. Okay? Somebody's just a free spirit in this energy. All right. All right. Let it flow. Let your summer dress flow, DM. Okay. All right. Might want to put some underpants on next time, but either way, 10 of Wands after the cut. Yeah. Somebody here, tens of the end and dead end that lead to a new beginning. Somebody's releasing a lot of stress, a lot of tension. Someone attached to you they just feel free. It's what I said. I don't joke about anything that's not part of the energy. It's part of the energy. Just imagine someone who isn't usually like it being a free spirit. They're breaking some tension, breaking some surface tension. Might mean they communicate with you. Might mean somebody who's usually a bore wants to have fun with you. I don't know. Might be you. You might be the one. I imagine all this energy is attached to you guys too. I imagine some of you will be running down the beach with your summer dress, male or female. I don't know. Breaking some, letting your free spirit freak fly. Right? It's a bit of that. Okay? That's the energy. Let's go. Let's pull a reading then. All right. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle. With all the influencing energies in the second half of June 2024. And remember, please, I'm not a fucking Time Lord. Energies always, cycles of energies always bleed together. All right? And this is all one cycle that's going to be going on right up through September. But as far as the main core energy goes. But again, it may bleed into the early part of July for some of you. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. All right, give me a reading, universe. Let's go. I ain't got all day to shuffle around here. What's going on? Oh, goodness me. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is 9 wands, fueled by a devil. Oh, this is going to be good. I thought for sure the universe was just going to repeat itself and it's going to be boring. This is not going to be a boring reading. If you're looking for a boring reading, you might want to go elsewhere, because I'm pulling on the incoming energy. The energy's attached to you, and yeah, they might be Summer's Eve free, but somebody here is a little bit too ignoring things that they should be paying attention to. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Okay. All right. So if you have communication with them, if, for example, just an example, okay? Don't go running, Mom, Steve said there's going to be communication. No, I'm just giving an example. Calm down. Okay? Guy who watches with his mother, who's back, who wasn't here for a while but is now back. Let's say, for example, you have a conversation with somebody in this energy with the devil crossing the 9 of wands. You'll be like, you'll be like scratching your head going, well, yeah, but we're glazing over the fact of this, and this, right? They're just glazing over. It's a little too Summer's Eve, maybe, all right? All right, let's go. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how whoever this is attached to you is behaving in 3D, in real life. Right here's their soul. This is the hidden energy. Message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I talk fast because I do not like intros to videos. All right. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses there is an extended, and the link is in the description, because this reading is not going to be boring. The devil all over the whole thing. Okay, let's do it. All right, energy around your connection. I'm excited. I thought this was going to be a bore, snore fest when I pulled those cut cards. The Ace of Cups. I love it. Well, it's the elephant in the room. The Ace of Cups in this context is sealed. It's got cellophane over the top, stuffed in the back of the fridge like a leftover casserole nobody wants. Okay, it's been like that. It's a stuffy. It feels stuffy to me. Okay, it's the elephant in the room. It's what somebody doesn't want to talk about but feels. Okay, all right. I like that. That's powerful. It's a little hard not to talk about that. You open the fridge, it's the first thing you see. The giant chalice. Yes, I see that. Right? You can't just ignore it. How they behaving in the 3D? Yeah, that's swords, yeah. Towards you, oh, shit. I'm just going to say it. Towards you, they wish you would go away. And if you want to run with that and go batshit crazy, knock yourself out. It's just somebody, it could be anybody. It could be somebody who has something to say to you, then they're afraid to say it, right? Because there's a lot of emotion. Sort of like what we got in that Cure for Cancer reading the other day. Could be a long-lost runner. It could be a soulmate holding on to feelings, a friend pretending to be a friend, but they really love you. It could be any of that. It's about the feelings. They wish the feelings would go away, not you. They wish this chalice would go away in the back of the fridge and not you. I made a joke just a bit ago. I grabbed this and I pretended I opened the fridge and saw it in there. And someone asked, "Do you see it?" Yeah, I see it. It's a little hard to miss the giant chalice in the damn fridge. It is. They wish that would go away. So they're trying to glaze over it. It's sort of like this goat. The devil with its feet on fire here, the goat with its feet on fire, whispering in the ear. This isn't energy. It's a stupid, staticky, junk food energy that whispers in your ear. Oh, just ignore it. It's fine. It'll go away. You don't have to eat the casserole. It'll eat itself. That kind of thing. They wish that would go away. All right? And they're trying to make it go away in some way. Perhaps by communicating with you. I don't know. This card is going to be read with the final outcome. I know somebody going to run with that and take it the wrong way and get pissed at me and all that stuff. It's like, Jesus. Sometimes this job, man, I'll tell you. It's like herding cats. Right here, their soul is here. It bookends the Ace of Cups. 2 of Swords. Yeah. It's weird to say this about the soul, because the soul's about emotions. It's made of love, that kind of thing. But it's the easiest way to describe it. They're of 2 minds in the soul. Okay? Okay, I'll phrase it this way. They're of 2 souls. They're of 2 souls. There's 2 swords of truth here. It's like somebody doesn't want to eat the casserole of your love, but they also do. And they know they do, but they don't, but they do. And they're getting really confused. Okay? They're getting really confused. There's a lot of confusion here. Okay. Hidden energy. Let's see what the universe wants to tell us. It's separate from the reading, although it is technically read with the energy of the Ace of Cups. 10 Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of, I said, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of pressure here. Somebody feels pressure. Pressure. I could dig it. Well, sort of like for the reason, again, those Cure for Cancer readings I do are all signs readings. They're for everybody because it's a Cancerian themed soulmate cycle. That's the theme energy. So, sort of like what I got in the environmental energy for that reading, where the environmental energy is like saying doing nothing is not an option. It makes them feel that way. That creates pressure. We don't have pressure. Think about a day off from work where you don't have anything to do, right? It's a pretty relaxed day, isn't it, right? But if there's something you kind of have to do, there's that pressure in the background, sort of a thing. And that's what's going on here. I've got a lot of pressure. I've got this also, as read with the Ace of Cups, the universe is saying that this is not only not going away, it's because it's covered with cellophane and it's starting to get kind of toxic inside, kind of a lot of pressure building. It's bubbling up the cellophane, and that sucker's about to blow because I'm drawn to the yellow coming out of it. All right, so it's a bit, the way the energy feels to me, it's a bit like you're in line at the grocery store and there's 10 people in front of you and you got to take a wicked piss, so you're trying to get out of there, and some lady got coupons and she's arguing about the price of an item, price check on aisle 5, that kind of thing, and you're like, oh, fuck me. It's like it's coming out whether you want it to or not, kind of an energy. It feels like that. A lot of pressure here. All right. Why? What's the potential final outcome? We'll find out more when we clarify, but right now, let's get the potential final outcome. It's red with 10 swords. Yeah, the Fool. Got to do it, right? Got to do it. I mean, it is. It backs up everything I've said. It's a 0 card in the Major Arcana. It's about taking a leap of faith. Somebody here is just coming towards you. It's communication. It's potential communication. It's potential forward movement that somebody wishes wouldn't have to happen. Okay? It's just the way it is. But also at the same time, because this is a 2 of Swords here, wants it to happen. Okay. So this could be a runner. This could be a soulmate holding all the feelings for you, pretending to be a friend or a co-worker or somebody who's got a crush or whatever, finally breaking and telling you how they feel. Or it could be someone attached to you, a friend, a family member that's got something to say to you. Sort of like what I gave as some of the examples in the Cure for Cancer reading I did the other day. All right? But there's your Fool. There's your final outcome. What can you expect? You could expect all this beaver dam to break. That's what you can expect. 9's of the end in tarot, and we escalate from a 9 of Wands to a 10 of Wands, and that 10 should break to an ace. It kind of does with the Major Arcana. This is the ace equivalent in the Major Arcana, except it's Major Arcana. It's bigger than an ace. Okay? All right. Let's speaking of aces, Ace of Pentacles randomly at the bottom, like I showed you. Let's shuffle for the clarifiers. Let's go. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Tell me about the casserole, the chalice in the fridge. I told you, it's not going to be boring. It's like it's going to get better. I'm telling you. It's not again, I hate boring readings. This one is not, because it's weird. Because it's just, the pressure is building. It's somebody fighting it every step of the way. It's funny. Because they're losing. Obviously. Or perhaps you just go in a new direction. This is your final outcome, the Fool. So we'll see what happens when we get there. But right now, let's go. Ace of Cups. Six of Wands crossing it. Somebody does feel this. Somebody does take the cellophane off of it, right? And sniffs it and then puts the cellophane back on quickly, okay? On one side. On the other side, I think for the DF side, I'm just going to split it DF, DM. I know I have some enlightened DMs here, but I'm going to split it because most of you are DFs. On the DF side, I think something happens for you, because I've got a Fool for you in the final outcome. I think something happens, some kind of realization maybe, or something somebody says to you, or something you figure out happens in the second half of June-ish. Again, I'm not a Time Lord. That makes you understand whether this person, whether anybody ever approaches you and tells you how they feel, you got something out of it. You feel, you generate your own love, kind of a thing. In other words, it's not about self-love, it's just about you're content with the fact that you felt it. Okay? that you experienced it. Some people never experience a deep soul connection. Not because they don't happen, but because these are people that usually miss, they're very superficial and self-focused, and they just miss all the magic in life. You know, they just fast forward through their whole life and miss everything, right? So again, there's a lot of gratitude on the DF side. I get that. On the DM side, it's yeah, fine, make that go away, and you know, kind of, what's on top? Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's communication coming here. There's forward movement. Forward movement on both sides, but mostly on the DF side, strangely enough. Why is that here? Why am I getting that? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Look, I'm going to be honest. Most of the DM energy, the incoming energy, is attached to this Ace of Cups and the things I said about it. Pretty much everything I pulled around it, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Wands, forward movement is what this mostly is, and this Ten of Pentacles. I think the DF is around the DF. You guys, which is most of you. I think you guys learned something about this soul connection in the second half of June. You figure something out, and it puts you on a direct course towards your 10 Pentacles, okay? It requires a little bit of, well, I want to say a little bit of faith, because your energy is tied to this Fool. And I think I understand now why the Fool came out for you in your final outcome, because I think no matter what happens here, you're taking some kind of leap of faith into the future. And if you're somebody who's like, yeah, whatever, Steve, listen, I'll be honest with you, okay? Life requires faith. It requires something. You got to give something to the universe to get something back. Energy requires reciprocation to flow. And any kind of repellent energy only keeps you stuck. What do you got to lose to have a little bit of faith that the universe has your back? Or God, or whatever it is, however you want to phrase it. God, source, the universe, whatever it is you want to say, has your back. I think that faith can be summoned for the DF side in the second half of June. All right? And I think that's in part why the Fool is here. Now, I'm not saying you don't have an incoming energy coming towards you. Some of you do. But for others of you, what I'm talking about here is much more important. It's the bigger news. Okay? All right. But you can all experience that if you want to. But again, if all you're doing is waiting for someone to come back, or waiting for something to happen, okay, you're not living life properly within the energy that's around you. You don't wait for things to happen. You pick up on the fact that the opportunity is there within the energy, and you go out and you make things happen. Energy requires reciprocation. What's that saying from the Bible? People always quote it. God helps those who help themselves, right? Well, just replace the word God with the energy here for Steve Love Tarot, because I'm the energy guy, not the God guy. And you get energy helps those who help themselves. You got to give a little. As old Sammy Hagar once sang back in the 80s, you got to give to live, right? All right, here we go. Hey, maybe the lyrics to that song mean something to you. I don't know. I hate Sammy Hagar, Steve. Fine, just read the words then. You can Google the lyrics to any fucking song. It just popped in my head just now. 10 Swords. If it helps somebody out, it's worth me saying it. Because I see a lot of people, most of the people I come across are living life wrong. They're living within the energy wrong. They're just doing it all wrong. They're fighting the current every step of the way, and they wonder why nothing great ever happens to them. It's their own damn fault. It really is. You got to give. It's a Fool right there. And all the universe really requires is a small amount of effort right now with Jupiter and Gemini. Like I said, you give the universe just a pinch, a grain of sand, it'll give you a fucking dump truck back. There's the Fool, there's the Fool, these are read together. I mean, it's all, the whole, you got an energy coming towards you, and you're taking, both apply. One side, the DF's doing something, the DM side is doing something. Somebody here does not want anything to be over with you. I can tell you that. Somebody here does not want you going away, does not want you moving in new directions, does not want you moving away from this. I can tell you that right now. Okay, what's on top? Because this is what the DM side, or the incoming energy side, is doing in the 3D. What's on top? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's coming to give to this. Somebody's giving to it before it's too late. Again, that energy I got in the environmental energy on the Cure for Cancer reading, where the energy is kind of saying, the environmental energy is kind of saying, doing nothing's not an option. If you do nothing, this is over. Well, I don't want this to be over, right? So I better give to it. Okay, but you're giving to it in a very what's the word? What's the Six of Pentacles doing here? Yeah, the Judgment. Yeah, it's huge. Somebody wants a second crack at you. But they're giving in a very Ten of Swords sort of way. It's sort of like you get a last-minute save from somebody who's trying to create a last-minute save. And I know you kind of got to process that, right? It's not, it doesn't feel lucky to you. It feels like somebody's trying just a little too hard and ignoring the whole time that the incoming energy is ignoring the cup in favor of the pentacle or the fear that it's over and things like that. This is just because of the position it fell in, this is just saying somebody wants a second chance. So you do have somebody coming towards you, but I think you're moving in a direction. It's like somebody shows up. I'll give you the example. Somebody shows up and they want to hang out for the day, but you're on your way out somewhere, right? And you basically say, the way this energy is reading, you basically say, well, I'm already on my way out somewhere else. If you want to come with me, you can, right? You know, and that's basically it. Somebody's coming at you with an opportunity to be the fool and move in a new direction. But you're also, because of the way this energy is playing out with the Six of Wands crossing here, you're also moving in a new direction. So they can come with you, right? But the benefit of that is you're driving. If they come with you and they're at all a pain in the ass on the way, you can kick them right out the car, metaphorically speaking, right? All right. And I think they know that. I think they know that you have all the power, whoever they are. Okay. Two of Swords. Let's pull on that in the soul. Of two minds, of two souls, if you will. Okay. Two of Swords. Tell me about it. Very interesting. Oh. It's crossed by the Three of Cups. They know what they want to do here. Okay? Somebody's emotional and they try to look the other way from it. I'm emotional. I get it. I feel it. I feel the cup. Look the other way. Look at something else. It's very, very strange. And the net result, obviously, of something like that as it flows from 5D to 3D is a feeling like it's all over. They wish it would just go away. How do I, blah, 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 blah. I wish the cup, it's all about the cup going away. Sword, it's all about the cup going away. What's on top? Yeah. Knight of Wands, distraction, right? My party girl's older sister, somebody so distracted they lit a bongo on fire with a cigarette. It's emotional immaturity. It's somebody flighty, right? It's looking the other way. It's just ignoring the obvious, trying to ignore the cup. She went to that party to forget somebody, right? I didn't want to sit home and cry, so here you go. Get drunk off your ass and light bongos on fire. Okay. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Two of Swords. Two of Swords, Two of Swords. It's all bullshit. It's all a smoke show. It's all nonsense. They're not going to be able to distract themselves from these feelings. Three of Cups, the flow of water. And who is it? Well, it's someone who wants to take a leap of faith towards you, but it might hurt their ego to do it. The King of Wands. There's the Burger King. Somebody wants nothing more than to come towards this. They're just trying to ignore the cup. Trying to ignore it. And this Two of Swords coming out here is perfect because it kind of flows right there. Two of Swords on top of two swords, basically. Okay. All right. Let's talk to the universe. 10 Wands. A lot of pressure here. Got standing in line, 10 people in front of you. Somebody got coupons, needs a price check, and you got to take a wicked piss. Just if you want to imagine the energy, that's it. I try to put you all in the energy so that you could feel it and translate it for yourself. Right? There's a whole lot of. I would, if it were me in that line, there would be an audible. Oh, for fuck's sake! Right? That would be. Everybody would hear it. People would hear it on the other side of the store in the dairy department. Somebody standing in line say, "Oh, fuck's sake!" Yeah. Probably that Steve guy. Yep. For fuck's sake. All right, let's go. So this is for fuck's sake upright. That's what it is. 10 Wands. Why is it here? Coupon lady. Fuck. All right. I'm married to coupon ladies, so it's fine. It's usually my wife holding up the line. Right here, the 10 of Wands crossed by, so I'm being a bit of a hypocrite. That doesn't mean I enjoy it. Sometimes I'm with her and I got to take a piss, and I'm like, come on. Let's go. Forget it. We'll live with the 10 cents. We're fine. All right, the Ace of Cups, crossing it. It's red with the Ace of Cups. This is like a theme. Crossing over here is the Fool, red with the Fool. Crossing over here is the Ace of Cups, red with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, that cup is about to blow. It's what I said about the cellophane puffing up. Proof right there. You can see it starting to leak, right? Okay, that's the environmental energy. So my read on that initially was right. So rewind if you want to hear it again. What's on top? Hangman. Sit and put is not an option. It's that same energy. It's red with the Eight of Wands. It's that same energy that I got. This is forward movement in the Cure for Cancer reading. And the environmental energy says doing nothing is not an option. And somebody here realizes that they've got a new perspective on this pressure, on this tension, the tension that's building over the feelings here. Okay. Now this can play out a lot of ways. Again. So don't come at me and go, Mom, Steve said that they're coming in. I didn't say that. Not one fucking time. They might. This can be something that's happening all on their side separately. And it's happening all on your side separately. You're each on kind of a journey in the second half of the month. So all of this can apply to you as much as it applies to them. This could be somebody figuring out that their Ten of Pentacles, their life, is not suiting them. And they got a whole new perspective on the tension it causes them. Maybe the doctor told them, yeah, your blood pressure is 190 over 122. You need to move. Okay? I don't know. You know, that's pretty high blood pressure. But, you know, at the end of the day here, it could be that. I'm just reading energy here. But it looks like for some of you, there's some communication here. There's no doubt about it. Somebody has a perspective on the tension that keeping this cup covered with cellophane is causing. Why is but doing nothing is not an option. As I said in the Cure for Cancer reading, why is the Hangman here? Three Swords. Speaking of the Cure for Cancer reading, wasn't that the last card out in the actions? Right. Somebody here has a new perspective on the tension, on the harm their life is causing them. Three Swords, red with the Ten of Pentacles. This is their life. It may not be it's a phony-ass picture, maybe, but they got a perspective on that, which is causing them to actually take some forward action. So on one side, we have someone taking a leap of faith. I think it's from the wrong energy, from the wrong perspective, trying to ignore this, brought to you by devil whispering in their ear. But we also have your side, and you're going somewhere too. So just because somebody wants to hang out with you, if you're on your way out, you can either offer to take them with you or not. The benefit is I would always offer to take somebody with me. You know, well, if you want to come with me, you can. But if you're at all a pain in the ass, I will throw you out of the car at the first fucking stop sign. I'll tell you. All right. At the end of the day, people are tricky. You know, especially if you're on your own little journey right now, which it appears most of my viewers are. So let's pull on it. Final outcome for you. I'm going to worry about them. I want to see what's in store for you. Okay? So we'll just block out a polarity and pull on you, my viewers. Mostly DFs with a couple of enlightened DMs. A few, I should say. All right? I always acknowledge you guys. All right. The Fool. Tell me about the final outcome here. Second half of June is pivotal. It's important energy, obviously. This is some big shit here. These are big cards from the universe in its message. Powerful energies. Let's go. The Fool. Why's it here? Tell me about it. Ooh, got cards flying out. Okay. Yep. Passionately. I think a lot of you actually believe that the universe has your back. There's some evidence you get. This is tied for some reason. This Ace of Wands has me hearkening back to the Six of Wands that was crossing over here. So I think something happens for some of you. Maybe it could be a realization, a revelation. I don't know. That, yeah, I guess I'm getting kind of lucky here. You know, it's really just Jupiter in Gemini's influence. It's playing a big role. It's going to play a big role for the next year. It really is. Ace of Wands here is the environmental energy around you. It's a feel-good energy. It's a confident leap of faith. Okay? A very passionate one at that. All right? But I do have an energy coming towards you as well for a few of you. So it is possible. Okay? What's going on? What's on top? For a lot of you, though, this is internal. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. If you receive a communication from the incoming energy, if you're one of those people, it changes your complete view of them. You might consider changing your direction for this person just because they showed up, okay? It does something to your trajectory, all right? But for the rest of you, you're giving to different things, okay? For the majority of you watching, my viewers are giving to something else. Something here in this direction. It's one of those things where it would say, everything kind of feels different at first, but if you stick with it, the long-term payoff is big. So whatever that is for you, okay? Whatever that is. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? The Queen of Swords, right. Again, if you have an incoming energy who wants a second crack with you, give it some thought. Don't answer right away, okay? Give it some thought. See if this energy, whoever this is, okay, I'll phrase it this way. I got to try to keep thousands of people happy. It's very fucking difficult, all right? So I'm going to give it to you this way. If it's a long-lost runner that shows back up, or a new person around you that has feelings, a soul energy, and they say, you know, I want to tell you how I feel, I want to move forward, blah, 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 give it some thought. Don't answer right away. Sit with it and give it some thought. If it's something, because this could be sort of like what I talked about in the Cure for Cancer reading, somebody around you, you have a soul connection with, a friend or a family member that has something they've been wanting to say to you. If it's that, don't just shoot it down right away. It's almost a guarantee that what that person has to say will trigger you based on the energy I have here. Don't succumb to the devil here, okay? Don't put up a wall. Man, no, right? The devil doesn't like to be triggered. Why? Because it's static energy. It's easily gotten rid of. So, you know, it's a little skittish, if you will. So, that said, you might get triggered. Sit with it. Okay? Whatever it is that, if you are one of the people where it's somebody saying something to you, they've wanted to say something to you for a long time, a friend or a family member, it's something that what they have to say, if you process it, changes your life. This is a big energy. It's major arcana. It's a 10, and it's a Wheel of Fortune. 10s are the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. Keep in mind as well, if this is a runner or soulmate coming in, they're only coming in because they feel like it might be over and they don't want to lose you. They like holding on to your energy. Your energy is a tasty vitamin to them, okay? It helps them get through their life. And somebody's definitely realizing that without your energy, they can't live in this, okay? They can't. So they're just trying to ignore the cup here, and that's a problem. Keep in mind that if you decide to go down a road with this energy, it also changes your life. Keep in mind, you look at how it might change your life, okay? And this can apply as a soulmate you don't even know about yet, somebody you just meet. It can be in this energy. I'm pulling on the energy that's around us here. Second half of June into the early part of July. This is the potential. This is the potential that's there for things to happen, okay? I'm just giving you the energy. I'm trying to make sure we're all on the same page, because I still get people once in a while that think I'm predicting that I'm giving them some kind of horoscope or some bullshit psychic prediction that their person is going to come in. No, I have deep empathy. I pick up on energies. I pick up on feelings. I pick up the vibe. The energy around us works in cycles. It always provides an opportunity. This is the opportunity, what I've talked about in this reading, within the energies of the second half of June, give or take, because I'm not a Time Lord. That's it. It's going to play out differently for all of you. There's no predictions, because it's completely up to someone else's free will whether they do anything. Somebody could just sit around and you can, or somebody else could just sit around and eat bonbons all day and do nothing. Binge watch Netflix or some shit. Yeah, could happen. That could happen too. And then all this potential energy is wasted. Because at the end of the day, the true potential in this energy is great change. It's huge change, no matter what, no matter which way it plays out. So, again, I think a lot of the energy is about you guys. I think you guys really grow the most. The DF side really grows the most in this particular energy. So, there you go. We do end with communication potential. It is there on many fronts. But I'd be more interested in your own personal growth than what somebody else has to say coming in. Because somebody coming in, if they do show up, They showing up because they feel it's over. Yeah, this is one of the cards, as well as the Three of Swords and Five of Cups, that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. But I don't care for this one too much. Where they feel the loss of it and they don't want it to be over. It all seems very selfish to me, and even the universe says that with emotional immaturity here. All right. So I'm going to pull an extended on this. I'm going to pull some wicked voodoo. I'm going to ask the universe for one more message for you. I want to see what's going on here. Why the glimpses of the end over here? What's going on with that? And also, I want to see your journey in this as well. Okay? So, if you want to find out more about that, fine. There's a link for it extended in the description. We'll see what's going on. If you don't know about the energy, why do my friends for years call me and want to know? And why am I the energy guy in my circle of friends? I've only been on YouTube a few years. People have been calling me for years for energy weather updates and shit like that. Why? Well, because if you know what the energy is and you know what the potential is, you know how to plan, you know how to react. It's like getting inside information if you were a general about the enemy side, right? If you know the layout of the fort, you know how to attack it. That kind of thing. It's the same concept, same principle. It's the same reason the weatherman gives you a fucking weather forecast and talks in detail about the storm, right? Good Lord. All right. What else you want to tell everybody, universe? I just need to make sure as much as possible, and I know it's futile, but as much as possible that we're all on the same page going forward. Because these readings are going to get intense. The soulmate cycle is getting intense. It's not getting easier. It's not about someone regretting it, turning around and coming back. It's much bigger than that. It's much deeper than that. A lot of psychology in play here as well. All right, so do what you want, think what you want, but I'm making no predictions. I'm just giving you the energy and telling you how to best survive within it, telling you its potential for opportunities. That's it. Here we go. Final message for you from the universe in this reading. The Strength card. That's actually all anybody can do, by the way. Can't predict anything. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Wrote a whole blog article about it. No such thing. The only thing that's certain is uncertainty. Believe me. It's because of free will, in part. In part. Right here. It is the Page of Cups, crossing the Magician in the base energy. It's very strange. Most of the I'm just going to paraphrase this. This is a scary energy. It is. The universe basically telling you this is fear holding back. This is Strength card, red with it. Okay? This is a message for you about just going forward. Be the lion. Don't be afraid. Why? Because this energy, for some reason, in the second half of June, is going to feel very... You're going to feel small within it. It's going to feel bigger than you. And I see that here with the incoming energy when I get Judgment here. Okay, on top of the Ten of Swords with that little Six of Pentacles there. They as well feel that, right? Feel that they're smaller than the energy. The energy itself, the surrounding energies, are very, very deep. It's sort of like what I said, the readings are going to start to get deep. It's just going to make you feel smaller. It's going to feel like there's karma playing out that you can't control. There's soul contracts going off all over the place that you don't remember signing, that kind of thing. Just go with it. Just keep faith that the universe has your back. Keep your heart chakra open. Don't let fear hold you back. Do not listen to that devil energy. Remember, this Nine of Wands, this wall only goes up because it was crossed by that devil energy. As the overall energy of the reading. You don't have to listen to it. It's just junk food energy. All right, just ignore it. But yeah, the energy will probably, the surrounding energies, it all feels very fated. It all feels very karmic. It all feels very big. And you'll feel very small within it. Don't worry about it, okay? It's all happening for a reason, and there's 10 cups fueling that, all right? Dream. Feel free to dream big within it. If the energy around you, I'll give you an energy tip, because this can freak people out. The energy of the second half of June can be freaky. It can scare the shit out of people because they feel so small in it. All right? If you ever get in a situation like that, feel free to just dream up something huge. Just go with the energy. Dream the craziest fucking shit. All right? Manifest away the craziest stuff. Stuff that shoot for the stars. Just go way out. way out in left field. Work with the energy. If the energy around you feels huge, it probably is. Don't let it make you feel small. Swim in that huge energy. Make sure you know that you're an expert Olympic swimmer and you got no problem with that. This is a great opportunity to dream big, okay? And get big results, no doubt about it. Because underneath that, I have to show you on camera, underneath that 10 of Cups is a 4 of Wands. It's huge. This leads to a proper 10 of Pentacles. So, again, just a tip. If the energy around you feels big, then go ahead and dream big in it, and that's kind of what the energy is saying here. That's your reading. I hope this reading was helpful. All right? If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want the extended, I'll go deeper on your little journey in this energy and theirs as well. Why they want to shut down that cup so much. We'll see. All right, we'll see what's going on. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. Good luck.